Hey there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined and your weekly quickie. Excuse my voice. I'm still having throat stuff. It's taken a while, but I'm getting there. But we continue on, right? What else can we do but continue on? So let's get into this weekly quickie for the week of April 21st into April 27th. Okay, it's an intense week ahead. The energies are pretty intense right now. I don't know if you're feeling it. I'd love to get your comments down below as to what you're feeling this week. I, for one, whenever I'm outside, my whole body starts to shake. My throat is still having some technical difficulties as my throat chakra, amongst other things, are being cleared out. And so I feel like, with this Uranus and Jupiter conjunction, as well as this full moon in Scorpio, as well as the eclipses that have been passing us by, we have a lot of energy around us and running through us. So, there's a lot of ascension symptoms coming up right now. So please give yourself that love and care and compassion. And I'm sure it's going to come through in these messages today as well. So let's get into your weekly quickie. Go ahead and scroll down below to the timestamps. We have 3 piles. We have a pile 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and click on the one that most resonates, or the one that pops out to you. And I will see you at your pile. Hey there, Pile 1. Welcome to your weekly quickie for the week of April 21st into April 27th. This is a highly intense week for us with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, as I talked about in the intro, as well as this full moon in Scorpio, which is always about a deep dive into something. But let's get into your reading. Let's see what wants to come through, what Spirit wants you to know about the week ahead. All right, so for Pile 1 Collective, Spirit, what do you want them to know about this week ahead? What's happening? Okay, so we have protection here in reverse. We have talent and willpower. Bottom of the deck. All right, guys, for you this week, I feel like the major theme, one of the major themes, and this may be a result of that full moon in Scorpio, it's going to show you where you've been protecting yourself, where you've been holding back, where you've been putting boundaries around your heart, and even around your sensitivities and vulnerabilities. That's popping up this week, because the purpose of it is so that way you can really shine, and so you can just really be who you are and express your talents and just really dance through life uninhibited. So I feel like that's really coming up for you this week. There's going to be this dance with you and your shadow this week, Pile 1. It's going to be a really interesting dance that's going to help you. I feel like there's scenarios that are going to be popping up that you need to address this week, that's connected to your throat chakra and your ability to utilize your divine will, okay? To utilize your will in form, in action. So that's connected to your shadow aspect, okay? And I think like it feels like it's connected to that sense of security, okay? So a lot of root stuff coming up this week for you, a lot of sacral stuff coming up for you, and I'm also hearing crown. So you may have some like symptoms of headaches or stress in the brain, like stress in the mind, nattering in the mind, pressure in the head, headaches. I think I said that already. That sort of symptoms. If you need to seek a professional, a health professional to take care of that stuff. But that's what I'm seeing for you this week. Now, the purpose with this willpower being the bottom of the deck for you is really to help you to integrate here yourself and both the shadow and the light elements of merging those together, so that way you can really bring forth in union these aspects to really get something done, to really move forward, because I feel like there's a part that's been self-sabotaging. You've been self-sabotaging. So I feel like for some of you, that's coming up to be seen, so that way you can build this new relationship, a more harmonious relationship with both the shadow and the light, so you can really create the world that you want. Regardless, all of you are going to be getting tidbits or like ideas or like insights about what isn't in alignment in your current reality with what you are to create. Okay, and steps and because of that, you're going to just know how to go about build this next aspect of your life. Okay, even if they're small little pieces, you're setting the foundation. Okay. All right, so pile 1, that's your reading for this week ahead. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. Welcome to your weekly quickie for the week of April 21st into April 27th. Let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about this powerhouse of a week that's upon us. What does Spirit want you guys to know? So for pile 2 collective spirit, what do you want them to know about this week ahead? Okay, so we have manifestation. I'm going to pull one more. We have animals. Bottom of the deck, manifestation. That's really interesting. Something's going to be igniting your passion this week. Sorry, I got distracted because I saw this cat and it reminded me of Waffles, my little fur ball. So something's going to be igniting your passion this week, pile 2. But what they're really, that's what it comes down to. And it's as a result of you connecting with your emotions, which makes sense because it's the full moon in Scorpio, which is a water element. And so I feel like there's a connection to the water, to your emotions. And for some of you, it could be your intuition, especially with the cat there and the owl, connecting into your intuition. That's going to create some momentum, a movement forward, a sense of clarity, a sense of desire as to what it is you want to bring down into manifestation. You're being asked to be receptive this week, pile 2, and to open up, because I'm really feeling strong moon energies with you. It's like the moon has a message for you. There's messages coming through for you. Nature is important. There's a huge transformation for you this week, pile 2. And it's a transformation that's I'm hearing is shaking up your internal core to reshape, reshift your foundation and how you are going to be expressing yourself, expressing your love, expressing your gifts into physical form. So I'm hearing listen. Listen to what's coming in for you. Because you have the magic touch, you have the ability to manifest, and it's heightened right now. Everything for you is super heightened. Okay, so also giving yourself that love and compassion this week, because as I said, everything is heightened and magnified for you this week. If you have an animal, like a animal companion, like a dog or a cat or whatever, you may want to spend some time connecting and just being with that animal, because I feel like they're going to really help to ground you and give you that additional support this week. As I mentioned, emotions earlier with being heightened, the guidance here is to choose peace. The guidance here is to just take those steps that bring you that peace. As small as it is, or it could be to just like pet your dog or cat, as you know, not so practical as to just take a moment to yourself. It's like, just choose peace this week because everything's going to be heightened for you. Moment of quiet, moment of just being by yourself is important, as well as if you have time to write during or around that full moon, it might be really, I'm hearing it's imperative, but I don't know, like it's important for you to just sit and write and just allow that automatic writing to take you to where it needs to go, because there's something that kind of needs to be released. Okay, and it could just be that pent up energy or that intensity that's happening through you, okay, this week. But regardless, it's a great week for self-nourishment. It's a great week for self-care, because what's happening is there's a charge that's building for you that's going to help you to manifest something. It's helping you to propel you forward beyond. If some of you still feel like you're in the darkness, to get through the darkness to see clearly. Okay, so pile 2, that is your reading for this week ahead. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome to your weekly quickie for the week of April 21st into April 27th. So let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about this week ahead. So for pile 3, Collective Spirit, what would you like them to know about the week ahead, please? Okay, we have friendship here. I'm going to pull one more. We have light near load. Bottom of the deck, inspiration. Okay, so pile 3, you are being asked to go with the flow this week. I feel like there may be a lot of things happening in your world this week. There may be a lot of perhaps noise, or like it could be colleagues, it could be friends, it could be stimulation. Just regardless, it's stimulation that's happening around you. This is happening this week. I feel like that it's connected to what the universe wants to show you, especially with the full moon in Scorpio popping up, about where, for some things, where you've been holding yourself back, but also where you've been carrying way too much on your back. So it's kind of like where you've been holding back, and then where you've been holding too much on your back. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm using my hand, but hopefully that makes sense. I feel like that's really coming up for you this week. And it's important. They're highlighting this for you this week because it impacts your heart chakra. It impacts how much you're willing to open up your heart and how much you're willing to do in your reality based on how much energy and how much load you're already carrying. So that's really popping up. And with the inspiration being here, yeah, it's like you're in this darkness, which to me is like that taking that deep dive into the darkness, into the shadow, to see how all of the stimulation around you has been impacting you. So there may be moments of the void. And it may be just you, if you can, take that opportunity during that full moon to be in that stillness and the silence. Because there's something in with this full moon for you that's really going to show you some ways that you've been held back. And some ways you've been holding yourself back. So as a result, like I'm getting like with this card inspiration, this Phoenix rising, this phoenix rising. And so there may be moments of intensity for you, pile 3, but it's to give you that oomph to push you right out, okay, of that darkness. It's really interesting because you have like the light and then you have the darkness, right? And then in the middle of that, lighten your load. It's like, it's this balancing for you. That's the major theme for you this week. And I'm also going like, as a result of this full moon, so give it about a week or two of you just finding this balance of how much you're willing to do for yourself and how much you're willing to do for others, and finding this balance that works for you. And part of it is the mind. Okay, so listen to your mind, listen to the words that are going through your mind, okay, during this time, because that is your key. That is your key. It's what your thoughts, what you've been telling yourself, okay? And it's like, because you're so strong and you can do so much. But my God, pile 3, do you have to? Do you really have to? Can we outsource some of that stuff? Can we maybe just say no once or twice? I don't know. Just something to consider. Regardless, this is an empowering and enlightening week for you, pile 3, where you're just seeing how things can how things have been balanced and how things can be balanced. All right. So pile 3, that is your reading for this week ahead. I hope you enjoyed it and have an amazing week. Okay. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye.